Well, today was another insane day in the world of football. Uh, Today was supposed to be the day where we see if possibly Manchester City would be able to win the league, based off of the results between Manchester United and Liverpool. Um, Unfortunately, due to some unprecedented events where fans went before the kickoff and protested on the field on Trafford, uh, just very weird stuff today. Uh, the game was postponed. As of the time of me recording this video, we don't know exactly when we can expect the game to be played. But it's safe to say, though, that the whole Super League thing and the lack of investment, I put that in air quotes, and I would probably say the lack of results, right? Because I think people are very bottled up with anger. They're bottled up with anger. They're not happy with what they're seeing in terms of the whole landscape of the sport. And when you put that in conjunction with the Super League, it just gives off a very bad vibe. And it's getting to a boiling point. And this is just the beginning of this whole situation. It's safe to say that moving forward, we should expect to see many more protests. I have a feeling that there has to be a change. This is no longer is this sustainable in any way, shape, or form. People are pissed off, man. People are really pissed off. People are pissed off for many reasons, but I think that when you try to take something that's very valuable and it means something culturally and try to commercialize it into some sort of product and package it and take it from what it means from the real essence of it and turn it into something else, then that's a big effing problem. That's a big problem. The league, like our friend Guardiola said, right? Sport, it's about competition, and if you're guaranteed success, then this isn't a sport. So you have to try to win, and if there's no repercussions of not trying, then what's the point? What's the point of competing? So let's hold on tight, because I have a feeling that this is just we're going to keep seeing images of this for the coming weeks, and it's just going to snowball into who knows what. But people are pissed, and I think that all of us together here, we do have some sort of obligation to make our voices heard, because if we don't say anything, if we just keep it as is, then we have no right to complain when things go south. So make your voice heard. I mean, when I look at the different leagues around the world, look at La Liga, right? Look at La Liga. Look at Valencia. Look at how terribly Valencia is doing. We're talking about one of the most important teams in the Spanish league. Look what a mess it is. Peter Lim has destroyed that club. The fact that they have a stadium that's built, that's empty, or not yet built, it's almost built, and it's been sitting there, I think, for the last, 12, 13 years, something like that. And then this guy comes in, people are like, oh, he's going to save us, and he just shakes it down even further. I mean, it's embarrassing. It really is. So, I don't know what to expect, honestly. Like, when is enough? Enough isn't enough, but when is enough for these guys? Because it just seems to me that the more we wait and the worse it gets, the bigger the gap between the top clubs and the bottom clubs. I mean, I was reminiscing not so long ago about the Deportivo La Coruña team. What an amazing team that was. What an amazing story. Super Deport, if you guys remember, back in the early 2000s, that team was lit. Now I think they're in the second division or third division, something like that. And they're fighting to stay up. They're not even kicking ass. Like, it seems to me a case of a team that's been very mismanaged, really bad results over the years. And it's just sad to see a team like that, maybe different results or different circumstances, but it can happen to anybody, right? Look at Malaga. Remember Malaga? That, I think it was the 2012-2013 season where they went to Champions League and they were so close to getting to semifinals of the Champions League before Dortmund kicked them out. That team was lit. That team was also bankrolled by a big time owner, and now that team is like in the shitter. Sorry to say it, but it's true. I'm not doing that great. Um, and we look at it, uh, you know, it's a couple of things, right? We trust so much these big guys, or we think they're gonna save our club. I think people might have been seduced by the concept of a Manchester City sort of deal, right? Oh, there's a big team's gonna come here and save us. They're gonna come here and invest and turn us into real freaking top dogs. But the reality is that takes time, And if the new owners aren't taking the time to invest, they don't have a real project, then it might be a one-hit wonder. And that's what we're seeing with like Malaga, right? Malaga, I don't know. I think they're in second division now. Maybe worse. I don't know. But it's just these teams, you have high expectations for them, and then these owners just don't do anything with them. Just like one season or 2 seasons, and that's it. And when I look at Manchester United and the other clubs that are owned by I would say gritty bastards, right? They're taking that money that these clubs produce, and it's not like they're reinvesting it. I mean, say what you want about Real Madrid, right? But Real Madrid, at least they're investing in the freaking stadium, right? Tottenham, same thing. When I look at, as an example, Manchester United, the Glazers, like Old Trafford is like, it has been updated in decades, I think. I mean, at least the last 20 years, I think, hasn't been touched. So, like, where's that money going to? Like, what are they doing with all that money? It's my understanding that a certain portion of that gets funneled back to their U.S. investments, right? I know that they own a couple, or one or two, I'm not sure. I guess only one football team. I think it might be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or something like that. But it just makes you wonder, like, what's the point of it then, right? It's just to milk the product, the image, the brand. Like, it's more than that. And you're playing with people's emotions here. And then when people hear, like, okay, Stan Kroenke, right, the guy for Arsenal, Daniel Ek, the guy from Spotify, wants to buy off Kroenke, whatever the hell you say his stupid name. And it's like, okay, great. Daniel Ek is surrounding himself by, like, I think it was Titi Henry. He was surrounding himself with, I think, Patrick Vieira. I don't know who the third person was. I don't know if it was Wenger. I don't know. I don't remember at the moment. I think it was Dennis Bergkamp. It's like, cool, awesome. But what's the project here, though? What are you trying to do? It all sounds so seductive. Like someone's gonna come here and save it. But you have to be very careful with those things too, because it's like getting seduced by a hot chick. Yeah, she's hot, and the next thing you know, you get her pregnant, and then you gotta pay alimony. Like, it's an 18-year curse. So I don't know, man. You gotta look at it like coldly, really calculated, understand what are the motivations behind everyone's actions here. What's driving them? Are they really a fan? Are they really going to invest? Do they understand what it takes to take a team from mediocrity, right, just existing, to being competitive every year? Like, Bayern Munich, I think, is one of the best examples of a team that just year in, year out, they're always there fighting. And I think that's what you want, is your team there fighting, giving a good show, Again, it's like, if Lewandowski was in that match against PSG, it would have been a different story, right? But he wasn't. Like, it's just thin margins. But you want your team to give you that sensation that they're fighting, that they're in the fight, Every year in, year out. Right now, you look at Arsenal, they just exist. They're just there like a tree, just growing. Yeah, I guess we're here. We don't take any action. We're just here, yeah. I think this might be the first year where they're not even going to make it a European competition. They won't qualify for anything. Like, what the hell? They're getting replaced by Leicester City. Leicester friggin' City. So, it's fine. And that's how it should be. The competition is based off of teams competing. Whoever does the best wins. But it's just sad to think that a team like Arsenal reduced to nothing, right? Just, 10th place, 9th place? I don't even know. I think Tottenham might be ahead of them. Like, that's how bad it is. So, closing thoughts here. These protests are just the beginning of it. I think we're going to see a lot more of these sort of things happen. The question now is, what action will the owners take? Are they going to be, scared by it? Are they going to be, oh, if they take action, we're scared for our lives, we're going to sell them? No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. But I think that it's going to create a lot of noise, and when we start seeing the fans go back to the stadium, rest assured that it's going to be a shit show. I have a feeling. Let me know your thoughts below. Very interesting times, for sure. Alright guys, take care. Have a good one. Bye.